Hi everyone!
Hello!
I bet you wondered how many albums we do own right at the moment. If you haven't, this video is probably not for you, but we decided to show you how many we have. Right at the moment it's 181 albums.
The two of us together.
Yeah.
And we're gonna show you how we store them.
Yes.
And then we're gonna show you each and every single one of them. For your enjoyment, we grouped them. First of all, we're going to show you collections that we have, like either we have all of the albums or we just have a big amount, or the artist is just really special to us, that's why we have a bunch of their albums. And then we're going to show you the rest alphabetically. And then for the last portion, we're going to show you everything that doesn't fit the mainstream K-pop category.
Like everything you would see on a Saturday, basically.
Exactly. All of our really
special
special Saturday unboxings that everybody of you enjoys like crazy.
We know that. We enjoy doing them as well.
And I think so far we don't really regret buying any of these.
There are a few ones that we're not that happy about. If you want us to make a video about CDs we bought that we're not really happy about, we can do this. But just be sure and know that we won't be very positive.
We're gonna start by showing you our shelves and where we have our CDs. Most of them are in the bedroom, but some of them are in the living room as well. And this is how we store 90% of our K-pop collection. Up there it starts with Beast, because we didn't have any more space anywhere else. And then it starts going down. This is a smaller one because we had to save some space. So we have all the albums that fit in there. Next up here we have Infinite and Blue, and this is basically on eye level, so we store the albums that we like the most on eye level. You have a better look. Next up there's EXO, and news because it didn't fit anywhere else, we have to find a new solution for that, and block B. Here we have B1A4 and Teen Top. This is on eye level if you look at it from the back. This is more like the indie stuff and hip-hop and everything that doesn't really fit the mainstream category. And down here we have girl groups, which we should have more of. And then down there, right now we have stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else, but we will find a new solution for that. And this is basically the other side of the bed, and this is where we keep our doubles and Japanese CDs. And here we have G-Dragon's Heartbreaker in the living room. This is a really special place on top of the shelf. And then there on the side is Infinite's This Summer DVD. Here are some DVDs and special limited editions like Blue's Earphone and Super Junior Sexy Friend Single because it's so tall. Here we have our photo books from EXO and also from B1A4 and Super Junior Me and stuff. So photo books. Oh, and Big Bang. This is where we also have some DVDs, and apparently Infinite's Over the Top and some other Infinite doubles. So this is how we stored our CDs.
Yes.
And now we're going to show you all the albums.
We'll pull them from the shelves and show them to you.
Have fun!
On to the first CD.
So first up is Blue, and we're going to start with our first mini album, Bluetory. Then we have Blue's Blue Love. And also Blue's First Step, first album. Then we have First Step +1 Thank You and Earphone, the regular edition. Also Blue's Earphone limited edition. This is the one with Jonghyun's cover and photo book, and the one with Jongshin's cover and photo book. Then there's Re-Blue, Blue's fourth mini album. A ridiculous amount of Re-Blue because it came with different covers. We assumed it would be with different photo books as well, but it's not. So here you go. Every single one of them. The albums inside are completely identical. It's just the cover that is different. And then most recently Blue's Present and the Japanese CDs Codename Blue, which is the album that contains these two singles. which are in my hat and where you are. And that's it for CN Blue. Next up we got Infinite with Infinite's First Invasion. We did a collection video of this before, so you probably know these. Infinite's Evolution, Infinite's Inspirit, Infinite's Highly Valued, Sold Out, Over the Top, Infinite's Paradise, Infinitize, Infinite's New Challenge, Infinite's Destiny, also Sungyu's Another Me, and Infinite H's Fly High. And for Infinite we also have some Japanese CDs. We have Be Mine version A and B, Rock and Cuddly, these are the backs. And then we also have Infinite She's Back, which is basically a photo book which occurs to also have a CD with it. Next up I'm going to do Sister, and this is Sister's Push Push, the first single album. Sister's Shady Girl, second single album. Sister's third single album, How Dare You. Sister's So Cool, first album, which is so cool because it's so freaking big. Sister's first mini album, Alone. Sister's summer special album, Loving You. Then we also got Sister's Give It To Me, which is basically signed, so you can see this here and here. Sister 19, Gone Not Around Any Longer mini album. And then Hyorin's Love and Hate. And that's that for Sister. Next up there's Teen Top. And we're going to start with Teen Top Come Into the World Club Encore. We sadly don't have the first album, but this is the encore, so the reissue, and we love it. And we're really glad we got this. Next up is Teen Top's Transform. Also Teen Top's Roman. Teen Top's It's. Artist. Teen Top's Summer Special Be My Girl. Teen Top's #1 Signed. And Teen Top's Teen Top Class. And we are still waiting for Teen Top's Teen Top Class Edition because it is on its way. So next up, Beast. So this is Beast. Beast is the best first mini album, which was pretty much the first album I ever owned. Next up is Beast, Shock of the New Era. Beast, Mastermind. Those should all be mini albums. Beast's Lights Go On Again. And then first full-length album, Beast, Fiction and Fact. Then there's Beast's Midnight Sun. And Beast's Hard to Love, How to Love. And this is how we like to keep it, with Hyunsung at the front. You can basically put any cover you like, but this is really pretty. This is the only Beast album that we don't have twice. And then also part of Beast pretty much is Yosup's The First Collage, which is incredibly pretty. Next up is B1A4, where we also have the whole Korean discography. And this is B1A4's Let's Fly, which I got for Maren, but now it is mine, I think, because I love them so much. Then there's B1A4, B1A4. I don't know. Great title. Yeah. The B1A4 One Ignition. Well, you heard it. It's so fancy and it's really thick. Love that the albums are all so thick. The B1A4 One Ignition Special Edition, which is the most amazing album that we own personally because it has so many postcards. B1A4 In the Wind, which is incredibly pretty as well. It lacks in the photo book department, it really does. There should be more pictures. And B1A4 What's Happening, or What Is Going On, or What Is This, which is also pretty awesome. And it has really innovative packaging. I love about B1A4 that the albums are completely different and so hard to store. Next up, a group where we have most of the Korean albums. So here's B.A.P's Warrior. Second album, Power. B.A.P's No Mercy. B.A.P's first mini album repackage, No Mercy, or This Is Crash. Third single album, Stop It. Batman. And as you've probably noticed, we're missing one shot, but we will definitely order that next time we order. Next up is the boss or Daegunama or Daikokudanji, which I will talk about in a second. So here's the first mini album, Awake. Second single album, Lady, signed. And chapter 2, the second mini album. And we also have Daikokudanji's Love Power, Daikokudanji's Love Bingo, and Daikokudanji's Love Parade. Next up is EXO, and we have EXO Mama, M and K version, EXO, EXO, XO, K version, M version, and K version, the regular version without the wolf. Then we have Ururong K and Ururong M version. And we also have Miracles in December, M and K version, but sadly we left the CDs at Maren's parents' home because we listened to them for Christmas. And now we only have the snow globes to show you, but we do own the albums. So now the collections are getting smaller and smaller, but these are groups where we actually really collect the albums still. And here we have Block B's New Kids on the Block. Then we have their second mini album, Welcome to the Block Special Edition, which is basically, it has the same photos as the normal one, but it is in this really interesting card box thing. So it looks really pretty. Then we have Block B's Blockbuster, which has a really innovative packaging and an awesome, really big track list. And then there was the break, and here is Block B's Very Good mini album, which is fantastic. What we don't own is the normal edition of this one. Then we have my super precious boyfriend collection. Boyfriend's Boyfriend. We have Boyfriend's first mini album, Lifestyle. Boyfriend Janus limited edition random pack. And I traded and I got Seungmin because he's my favorite. And then finally I have Boyfriend's Aya signed. Next up is a group that we are probably not gonna buy any more albums of, but those we truly love. And here is Tierra's absolute first album. Then we have Tierra's Volume 2 Temptastic. And the albums are all freaking huge, so if you want to buy them, find a way to store them first. We have Tierra's John Travolta Wannabe Roly Poly album, or mini album, I assume. And Tierra's Lovey Dovey, which is the fifth album, Funky Town, which is a reissue of Black Eyes. And that was it with our small collections. Now we're just gonna go through the rest of our albums alphabetically. So here's the first batch that starts with numbers, groups with numbers in the names, or starting with numbers. We have Baekpo's 100%'s We 100%, which is their debut mini album. Next up is 2AM's Sold Out Dalmateso album. And here is Daekwon's Ever So Beautiful, Ever So Falling Apart, I'm the One, which is one of the coolest CDs in the whole universe. And 2NE1's first album, 2NE1. And we also own 2PM's 1:59 PM, the first album. And 2PM's Grown. Staying in the number theme, this is 4 Minutes Ha Hit Your Heart, which is their second mini album. 2Yoon's Harvest Moon, which we filed under 4 minutes. This is also really cool packaging. Shauna's Bubble Pop, which is her first mini album. And starting alphabetically now, we have A.Pink's Secret Garden signed. Next up we got Big Bang. Big Bang's 2008 Stand Up third mini album. And Big Bang's Monster Dancing version special edition Still Alive. So it's the Still Alive repackaged Monster. And we have G-Dragon's Heartbreaker. And Sunni's Let's Talk About Love. Still with the letter B, we have Big Stars Hangout and also Brown Eyed Girls, Miyo's aka Joe Honey album. Next up is B2B, and we have the B2B Born to Beat special limited I don't know what edition, because this is the thing that they basically gave out. It's a promo version of the CD. You open it like this, and here's the booklet with all the information about the members. I'm not sure what the normal edition looks like. Then we have B2B's Press Play, which is also pretty cool because the CD is so awesome. If you open it up, and we love the music on this. And B2B's Thriller, where we not so much love the music, but the booklet, because it's super sexy. Letter B is a good one because we're continuing with B2S and Oh Are You Late Too, which is signed, and that's it for the letter B. We're going on to the letter C, where we have C-Clown's first, I'm not sure, debut mini album, I guess, which I got because it looks so awesome. D, like Dalmatian, where we own the debut mini album, and nothing else, but we love them. And also another letter D, Dalsha Bad, Pink Rocket, and then there is Focus. And we have Focus number 1, which is still with Liu. We have Focus's second mini album, Gorgeous, which is also still with Liu. And then we have Focus for Century Ultimate Zest, which is without Liu but with Daekwon and Rayyeon. And it is a really good album, but we really miss Liu. Next up, still within the letter F, FT Island's Beautiful Journey, which is a beautiful album song-wise and packaging-wise, and it's so gorgeous, and I got a really great photo card in this, so I'm just incredibly happy about this. And FT Island's Return, which is also so amazing music-wise, that's why I got it back then. Next up is a big batch of girl groups, because they all start with similar letters, or letters following after one another. So first up is FX's Pinocchio, and FX's Pink Tape. Then we got Gina's Top Girl, of course, Girls' Day's Female President, which is an amazing album, and it is so beautiful. And then this is not technically a girl group, but this is Happy Platypus Love Letter 2012. And it's basically a planner and a little stand-up calendar, and then it also has a CD in the back. That's why we filed it under CD. And continuing with the girl group, we have Hello Venus's first mini album, Venus. Not a girl group, but close. This is almost, I don't know what it is. It's not really a mini album, it's not really a single album, it's just pretty awesome. It's Men Should Laugh by Ome, which is formed by James Changmin and AIDS Ihyun. And they are a pretty awesome duo, and I hope when Ihyun comes back from the army they continue doing stuff together. Then we have Gahi's Who Are You? It's Me Gahi, second mini album, Signed. Then we have something that's sold out, and that's Amplex Black Style. And we have Amplex Mona Lisa, which is incredibly awesome music and album wise. It's such a cool packaging, and you should really get this album because it is just that good. And then also recently bought secondhand, we got MIB's Most Incredible Busters and MIB's Illusion, which are both pretty cool. Next up we have New East with New East's Face, New East's Action, which is pretty cool because they keep that design. And then there's New East's third album, Sleep Talking, which we have signed by Ren and signed by JR. And we're still pondering about what to do. This is probably gonna go to Greta. But this is pretty awesome because you can put them on the shelf and they are just like that. They are in a row, they fit together well, and you can store them beautifully, which is awesome. Next up is my personal favorite, Park Jungmin. And I have his first mini album, I think it is, which is really beautiful because, you know, it's just gorgeous. And then there's also Park Jungmin's Beautiful, which is not as gorgeous as the other one, but the songs are pretty good as well. Next up we have something really awesome because those CDs are obnoxious in a way when it comes to the packaging. We do own Psy's 6th album, which contains Gangnam Style, and also the Reply 1997 soundtrack, which is gorgeous. Next up is Shiny, which we do neglect a little bit, but we shouldn't because they are pretty awesome. We have Shiny's Sherlock Taemin version with Taemin at the front as well. And we keep the CD outside the packaging because it is really obnoxious to put it back in and pull it back out if you want to listen to it, and we listen to this frequently. That's why we have it outside in a little plastic foil thing. And then we also have Shiny's Why So Serious, which is The Misconceptions of Me. Next up we have a little jewel, which is Shinra's The Return. This is not the newest album, but it is the one that has Venus on it. And we have the Shut Up Flower Boy Band soundtrack, because it's so beautiful. Next up is Girls' Generation's The Boys. And we have Girls' Generation's Tatty Sauce mini album, Twinkle. We also own co-ed group Sunny Hills, The Grasshoppers. Here they are still a co-ed group because you can see him here. And then there's also Sunny Hills Young Folk, which we keep in the plastic foil because otherwise we're afraid we're gonna rip it. Yeah, this is kinda hard to hide at the side. So this is Super Junior. And we have Super Junior's Banana. I think it's version B. Then there is Super Junior's Mr. Simple Seungmin version and Super Junior's Mr. Simple Yeon version. I handpicked these myself in Korea, that's why we got those that we wanted. And Sexy Free and Single. Next up is another complete discography. Yay! So here's Tasty's Spectrum and Tasty's Spectacular, which is silly to say because it's only 2 CDs, but it is a complete discography. Next up is Troublemaker's Troublemaker and Troublemaker's Chemistry. This is the regular edition, and this is the special edition, which is more sexy than the regular edition. Then there's You Kiss With Only One, which is really precious to me, because it's one of the albums that I bought a long time ago. And You Kisses Neverland, which is their second full-length album. And this is the last album for the regular K-pop mainstream, I don't even know, collection. This is JR's Spectacular, because they start with a Z, they are the last album. So last but not least, we're gonna do indie K-pop, or non-mainstream K-pop as we would call it, because we have some indie in here, some hip-hop, we have some stuff that most people just don't listen to. I'm just gonna show you what it is. So first of all, there's Ship Senshi, or 10 centimeters 1.0, which is their first album. Next up is Ship Senshi's the first EP, and then Ship Senshi's, or 10 centimeters, second album 2.0. Then we have 8, and the album apparently is also called 8, that's at least what we assume it is. Next up is Alex Choose Just Like Me. Then we have Baska Baska 1 and 1 edition, Baska Baska the second album. Then we have Classic Wise Color Your Soul. And then we have Daekwonji's and Daekwonji's Viva Primavera. Most of the stuff up until now was indie. You will now understand why we put this here. Basically, it's the legendary DJ DOC with their, I think, 7th album. This is the one that has Iron Saramiron. Then we have Epic High. This one is remapping the human soul. And then this one is Pieces Part 1. Then we have basically from the section of weird stuff we own. These are GOD's Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. And then we have also a member of GOD, Son Ho Young's Returns, Kim Taeho's T-Virus, which we filed under GOD because he was a former member. Next up, 2K Wall's Lim Kim. This is her A Voice mini album, and this is her Voice mini album. This is signed. Next up, from super weird stuff we own, Park Hyunbin's The Second Repackage. Next up, more on the hip-hoppy side, Phantom with Phantom City and Phantom with Phantom Theory. So this is Supreme Team's Supreme Team Guide to Excellent Adventure. And this is Supreme Team spin-off, which has Step Up and Dang 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 and Kute and Shinobi and a lot of awesome songs by them. And we also own Ulala Sessions, Ulala Sensation. And then we have We The Party! Yeah! Thank you so much for watching this entire collection. If you have any questions or want any album unboxed, please let us know.
And as we said, there are some still in the mail. So we thought we would make update videos like every 3 months or something, just to let you know what else we bought, what else we liked, and stuff like that. So thank you again for watching.
And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, because we will show you many of these albums in detail in our unboxings.
There will also be a greater unboxing collection video upcoming soon. And just so you know how our living room looked while we were filming the video, you get some exclusive behind the scenes right now.
Just in case you were wondering what 181 CDs would look like pulled from the cupboard lying on the floor and the couch, because apparently we don't have enough space on the floor to organize them there. Yeah, this is basically what we went through and what we have to clean up and put in their respective positions later on.